Welcome back. I am joined now by Terry Lacey with Outreach and also with the Behavioral Health Initiative. Terry, how are you?
Very good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thanks. So tell me a little bit about the Behavioral Health Initiative.
Well, the Behavioral Health Initiative was a program that was initiated approximately 4 years ago by the Dean of the Medical School. And at that time, the Dean recognized that the behavioral health needs of our community were great. And as a community-based medical school, really, we had to take an active role in trying to address those behavioral health needs locally.
Wonderful. So that's with Geisinger, correct?
That is correct.
So how does this program help families in our area?
Well, one of the things that we've identified as part of the Behavioral Health Initiative is that adverse childhood experience has really impacted generations locally. And we've chosen to really take a look, and we have to acknowledge the adverse childhood experience, and we have to acknowledge the trauma and really become more empathetic and talk to people not what is wrong with them, but what happened to them, and really try to help them move beyond that adverse childhood experience and help to develop resilience in them. And we believe that in developing resilience in an individual child will also impact a family unit, and our goal is that it will impact not only the current generation but future generations.
Is there enough resources up here in this area? I mean, I know a lot of, when it comes to behavioral health and when it comes to mental health as well. Do you find that there are a lot of resources, or people are searching for those resources and they're not just available?
Locally and nationally, there's a shortage with behavioral health workforce, and that is another focus of the Behavioral Health Initiative, is the development of workforce from psychiatrists all the way through the pipeline to social workers, licensed psychologists, and behavioral health professionals at all levels.
When we talk about resilience, why does that word stick out to you, or what does that mean to you when you're applying it to the program?
Well, resilience means, helping. It's a process of facing challenges, facing adversity in a positive way. And the reality is we all face challenges and we all face stress, and that if we can help individuals overcome that and or at least address it in a positive way, it will help them to develop personally. It will make them a stronger individual. And if we can teach parents, like the programs here at Outreach does, to help their children, it just makes the whole unit a much stronger unit. And resilience is really a challenging thing to address, because the reality is it's not a trait that you're either born with or without, but it's knowledge, it's attitudes, it's your actions, it's your thoughts.
And too, when you have a strong family, you also have a stronger community as well.
Absolutely. We truly believe that if we can develop individual resilience and strengthen the family unit, that we will have a more resilient community.
And a lot of people face challenges, whether it be that you're a single parent or if you don't have family nearby, and you become a parent and you really don't know who to turn to, where to turn to. It can be difficult.
Absolutely. And Outreach has nationally recognized evidence-based programs to help those families.
Wonderful. Well, we are actually going to meet one of those families right now. This is Amy's story.
That's all I ever wanted to be.
Becoming a mother was the fulfillment of a lifelong dream for Amy Paulin of Forest City. And she achieved that dream 19 years ago with her firstborn, Jared, and again 2 years later when her son Eric came along.
Career was not my priority. I wanted to be a mom, and I was about 30 when we started our family, and I ended up being a stay-at-home mom. My family lived not close by, and so we didn't really have a lot of resources.
Without those resources, Amy was thrilled to find out about a free program called Parents as Teachers through Outreach in Scranton. It's open to all parents, beginning in the prenatal stages to kindergarten ages. The program includes fun family learning activities at the center, socialization with other children and parents, and personalized home visits from a parent educator.
She would come in and and make sure that the boys were right on track developmentally to where they should be. And you get that at the doctor's office, but this is more of a one-on-one, and she could see how the boys were interacting with each other. And
From potty training to nutrition to sibling rivalry, the support and information Amy received was invaluable.
doesn't matter how prepared you think you are, you have no idea until they come along. Yep.
With one of her sons now in college and the other in his senior year of high school, Amy is convinced that her experience with the Parents as Teachers program helped pave the way for the boys' success.
I'm very blessed and proud. But they always did very well in school. They've made the honor roll, they've been involved in their sports. They're doing really well.
The encouragement from the Parents as Teachers program in those early years was a lesson not only for children, but one Amy carries with her even today.
It's a strong foundation with which to base, and I think education can and should start at home as much as possible. So any extra little bit helps. You know, if the mother has more confidence on what she can provide for her children, then she's more apt to.
Another incredible story. What I noticed there is that Amy was just so touched and emotional by how the program helped her and her family.
Absolutely. And you know, as a mother of two, a 19 and 22-year-old, I can relate to that story. And there's nothing greater than that in this life that we want is to see our children succeed. And for her to acknowledge the work that Outreach has done in helping her to make her children successful, I think is just really great.
Yeah, and especially, she said in the beginning, she didn't know anybody. She didn't have family around.
Yeah. And that is the case in many instances. People don't know where to turn, and they don't know what resources are available to them.
Wonderful. Terry, thank you very much. And coming up, we'll tell you how you can get involved. We'll be right back.
This center and the people who work here and their dedication and the environment they have built to make people feel both wanted and important in themselves when they bring broken pieces of their life is remarkable.
Hey, football fans, do you want to touch down in the Bahamas with your favorite all-star Nittany players? Then join the Outreach Challenge. Sponsor a child in need for only $100, and you may win a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to cruise with quite a few famous Happy Valley heroes. The more kids you help, the more chances you have to win. Please visit outreachworks.org right now and help us make a difference, one child at a time.